And at some point, it's just kind of like they not trying to learn. And my question is, do we, or at what point do we start leaving the enslaved behind? Cardi B and Samira incident on TikTok. And then this past couple days, the clip with Joe Budden and Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. Did you see that? Yeah, girl.
I did. I'm so glad this is organic because oh, yeah, let's talk.
I'm like, at what point do we start leaving people behind? Because the comments of like, specifically with like, okay, so starting with Cardi B and Samira. Cardi B and Samira, if you are not aware, Cardi B is Cardi B. Samira is a activist who focuses on body, I think body inclusivity, body positivity, dismantling fat phobia. Cardi B makes a flat out just mean comment to her fans, that they fat and they brought up all her stuff and y'all need to stop eating and blah 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 blah. And while you're trying to, Cardi B, say that you only care about police brutality and all this and all that, she maybe should read the books that Samira told you about, because one of the books she did tell her to read, which was Deshaun Harrison's book, Belly of the Beast. And actually the premise of that book is about how not only beauty politics, but how Black men who are bigger are more likely to be harmed by police violence, which is something that Cardi B is supposedly against. And my thoughts with that was just like, yeah, at some point, like you you have to expand your depth. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just hang your, like, now I'm gonna say this. I do believe that we can't fight every single fight. That doesn't mean you don't understand all the fights. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand how you have to understand that all oppression is connected. And you have to understand how different bodies show up and all the things, intersectionality. So just hanging my coat on, I'd rather watch a documentary about how they wanted to wipe out Black people. I think she was talking about Katrina, Cardi B. Like, we can't keep just ignoring certain parts of oppression and racism, right? I'm watching the clip of Dr. Mark Lamont Hill on Joe Budden's podcast talk about his colleagues who have been murdered in Gaza, and they just flipped to, in other news, Young Thug. Do we, or at what point do we start leaving the enslaved behind? Because our good sis Harriet said, I could have freed more if they knew they were enslaved.